I have always dreamed of making love on a bed covered with money.
Katherine gets what Katherine wants.
Can you believe that?
Believe it.
You are so good to me. Oh, I wish you would have been here. We had so much fun together.
Oh, I thought you were having fun with Scott Baldwin.
Oh, please. So sad and serious. He loved Dominique desperately. He's a nice guy. I felt sorry for him.
Well, you were separating him from $250,000.
That money is mine, not his.
Oh, I know that. Do you know how you're going to spend it?
No.
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Well, when we get back to New York, you take a discrete amount for play money, and then you divide the rest. We'll put half in an unnumbered Cayman savings account, and then take the other half to an investment banker. I've got some recommendations.
It sounds sensible, but I don't think I'm ready to leave Port Charles quite yet.
What do you mean?
I've been doing a little thinking, and I think I might have a little more business here than I thought.
Wait a minute. I don't understand. You have the money. It's time to leave.
Maybe not.
What's in your mind, Katherine?
Oh, it's all there. All I have to do is take it.
You just took $250,000.
Half of Dominique's inheritance should have been mine.
$100 million?
All right, maybe not half, but more than I have. Look, I've already done most of the work.
Take the money and get out.
Why? Why not follow through while I have the chance?
Well, for openers, I've lived without you for 4 months, and I want you back in New York with me.
I want that too, sweetheart.
All right, think.
But opportunity's knocking now.
I want you to think about this. Now, we are covered in only so many areas, and we're running out of time.
Exactly. That's why we should move now. Look, Scott likes me. He trusts me. Admittedly, Lucy is a problem, but she has all this old history to overcome with Scott. And pretty soon the pregnancy will start slowing her down, and 2 or 3, 4 months, it's going to be a completely different ballgame.
Katherine, you're pushing the edge of the envelope.
Right. So don't back on me now. You got me this chance in the first place. You figured out the impossible. You used your connections when I know you didn't want to. So a little more time and effort, we can turn this into 20 times what it already is. And I think I know how.
How?
Oh, man.
Marry him?
It's so simple, really.
How in the hell do you expect me to go along with that?
Well, you know, it doesn't have to affect us at all.
Oh, you can con Baldwin. You can con anybody I know, but you can't con me. What do you mean it won't affect us?
Damien, I don't even know if it's going to work. I mean, Lucy is definitely a problem. But I have to at least try. We are talking about millions of dollars here.
I managed to salvage a few million from the computer disaster. Isn't that enough for you?
It's your money, not mine.
I kind of figured it was both of ours.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Damien. You're not ready to marry right now, are you? Of course you're not. So I will marry Scott. And in a few months, he'll realize it was a terrible mistake. I'll walk away with a hefty settlement. And at that point, I'll be able to put all this behind me. I will have evened the scores. And you and I will start planning our future.
You know I want you to get exactly what's yours. That's why I agreed to advise you on this little scam. But I didn't sign on to turn you over to Baldwin.
Then sign on as a full partner, and I'll give you half of everything I get.
We both know if I'd wanted dirty hands, I could have gone after a much bigger prize than Baldwin.
Damien, I won't do it if you don't want me to.
Yes, you will. You'll do exactly what you want.
You know, I'm not really sure that I can pull this off. But I have to at least try. And I would appreciate if you would start thinking of this as a routine business transaction.
Right.
Would you lighten up?
How long are you going to stay in Port Charles?
I'm not really sure yet. I'll accept the job at Deception, and then I'll see how it plays from there. And then go back to New York?
Not in your life. While you're playing this out, I think I'll find something to keep me busy here in Port Charles.
I heard a guest was murdered.
Oh, how'd you hear about it?
Well, everybody in the hotel is talking about it.
Terrific.
Well, she wasn't a guest, but the broad was murdered.
Oh, was she a prostitute or something?
No, gee, I never thought of that. I mean, she could be.
Lucy, she was Assistant District Attorney Jessica Holmes.
Wow, you're kidding. Well, do you know who did it?
The police commissioner says he did.
Boy, this is big. You know, it's funny, you get into this false sense of security in a place like Port Charles. You know, it's a quiet, friendly town. I really thought I'd left all that behind.
Left it behind? Does that mean that you've considered my offer?
Actually, I have made one of those lists, you know, the pros and cons of New York versus Port Charles. And well, the New York list, really, it had no job, no money, no immediate future, and a lot of painful memories.
And the Port Charles list?
Well, a challenging job, a nice income, a bright future, lots of really great friends. That was the most appealing part to me, and, well, how could I resist?
I couldn't be more pleased.
Me too, thank you.
Me, 3.
Thank you, Lucy. Well, actually, I couldn't wait to get started working, so if you want to go over the company contact sheets, it'd be great.
Oh, it's going to have to wait. I have a staff meeting. Everybody's a little shook up over the murder. And then I have to see my sister.
Oh, Julia, do tell her hi for me.
Oh, I will.
You know, I do consider Brenda all my discovery, really.
Well, guess she was.
Well, I'll be in my room after lunch, so why don't you just give me a call when you're free?
Great. Oh, I am so looking forward to working with you. This is going to be great. Yeah.
This must be pretty awkward for you.
Well, actually, yes. You know, everything is awkward when you're pregnant. I think I've gained about 100 pounds.
No, actually, I was referring to me working here with you.
Oh, that. You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking about that. We're both, professionals, right?
Well, I'd like to think so.
Right. So, for the sake of the company and each other, and not to mention Julia and Scott, who think you're pretty swell, I think we should try to work together.
Well, that is very big of you, Lucy. No pun intended.
Well, you know, I think you'll be singing a different tune when you see my real body. This is really just an aberration.
Well, actually, Lucy, you know, I think you look pretty great. You are the first pregnant woman I've ever seen that really does glow.
I think it's just sweat.
Well, I think all the rest of us are just a little bit jealous.
Thank you. That's, very nice of you to say.
So, you see, we actually can get along, can't we?
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, after all, we both were Dominique's friends.
I suspect we have more in common than just Dominique. We just need to get to know each other a little better.
I suspect you're right. Ruby's isn't exactly the Port Charles grill, but it does have a certain amount of color.
Yes, I remember the first time Scott brought me here.
Oh, Scott brought you here.
Mm-hmm.
How nice.
Hello, ladies.
Ned.
Hi.
Lucy?
Well, that was quite a scene at the hotel earlier this morning. It's very nice to see you again.
Lucy, right?
Yes, you remembered.
I never forget the name of a beautiful woman.
Well, then, you must have remembered Katherine. I think you met her the other night.
Of course.
How are you enjoying your stay in Port Charles?
Well, it's a great place. I was just saying there's a little something here for everyone.
You know, that's what struck me when I first came to town.
You know what they say about great minds and all.
Well, we should grab that table before somebody else does.
Yes, very nice seeing you.
And you too.
I'm sure we'll be running into each other again.
Goodbye, Lucy.
Goodbye, Ned. Listen, I do hope you get the bloodstains off the carpet. It could be really bad for business.
Goodbye, Miss Carter.
Oh, please, call me Katherine.